Are you a bit like me and have chrome powders coming out of your ears? Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love this little storage container, especially for my glitters and my loose pigments, but with the chromes, they are going to overflow, they are slightly bigger, and there must be a better way. Well, HONA, being the wonderful company they are, they have listened to us and they have decided to create their own customizable chrome palette, and that's what's inside here today that I'll be opening and sharing with you. Honestly, I can't wait to open this package, and I waited a little bit longer than normal because HONA had so many deliveries to hand out during the sale, and I completely get how hard that is because having worked in a shoe shop, I used to package a lot of the shoe online deliveries, and it is a process, so fair play to them and congratulations on what was a successful sale. Oh, honestly, this is packed. Now, a lot of HONA packaging is very much like this in the bubble wrap, and everything comes... Oh, they have changed the packaging. Sorry, I was going to say everything usually comes absolutely sound and safe, so I'd be surprised if there's any broken powders here, but they have changed the packaging. So this is how you would normally receive a chrome by HONA. They come in these cute little package, and I know some people store them this way because they like to keep the same brush in with the chrome. However, I'll just show you how they are slightly different. Looking at the old design against the new design, there's a lot of differences. First of all, the old design, it's a screw cap. So you literally screw the lid on and off, and that can be cumbersome and sometimes it's difficult and you end up having the product with the lid slightly open. You might get leakages. Even though some people do prefer a screw lid, I sometimes do not. Whereas they have innovated this lovely open lid option. Look at that. And it just snaps open and shut. It's beautiful. And then we have this cute little sort of groove where you can put your finger in and pull the pigment tray on out. And can you see how that's holding on? It's magnetic. Look, completely magnetic. So I can take the little tray out and snap it back in, and isn't that click lovely? That's really satisfying. It reminds me of if anyone's got a Nintendo Switch and the little sticks that snap back in, it's that same sort of feeling. It's really, really nice. So to me, that's really positive because I was thinking, oh goodness, I've got to make up the palettes myself. Like, they send the chromes separately rather than make the palette for you. But knowing that it's magnetic is just so much easier getting these chromes in and out of their original casing and putting it into a customizable palette. So that's a win-win for me. Let's look at the other colours that I've bought for my palette. So in total, I've got 12 different chromes because you had the option to buy a 12 palette or a 4 palette. I went for the bigger one, reason being because it's going to store more rather than having lots of different size 4 palettes. But I can understand why you might have the size 4 palette, especially if you're going out mobile and you only want to take a couple of products. All of the chromes arrive packaged like this, which is exactly how they were beforehand when they had it in their old style. You'd just receive it in this lovely little bag with the application brush. I don't actually keep these bags because I am someone, when working, likes to access them in ease, and you can see it does take a while to take out the brush and then also the product itself. But I know that people like to have it in the bag with the product because they can use the same brush again, and it's just making sure that it keeps the colours not mixing. So this one's called Bramble, really beautiful, and I picked shades that I thought would take me over from now into autumn and winter. So thinking about the holidays, I'm thinking about the colour schemes that we have. So looking at more of your metallics and darker colours, I've got Blue Lagoon. Look at that. Oh, I just love it. It's so beautiful. This one is called Purple Haze, so it's a lot darker in tone there. Oh, Margarita. Isn't that gorgeous? And then we got Margarita, but then we've got Mojito. How cool is that? I love these names. They're so creative. And that does take me back to our honeymoon when we were drinking loads of mojitos. Nice and limey colour shades there. We've got Blue Diablo. Oh, it's just, look at that. It's like an electric blue colour. I will swatch these. Oh, it's just stunning. And I'm really thinking blue is going to be big this year. I've then got your traditional red, so thinking about December time. That one's called Strawberry. It's making me hungry, that. This one is Long Island. It's more of a gold tone. I didn't want too strong a gold tone, so I did a little bit of research online looking at the colours and the swatches that other people have done and went for that one. This one is Peach Bellini. So can you see it's a lot more coppery in colour. Perfect for like your autumn pumpkins and leaves and things. This one is called Singapore. I tell you what, so I've got friends that live in Singapore and been there, and it's got that orchid colour, which I know they are rather famous for growing. Let's open it up. It's just so pretty. Is that better? Can you see that? It's just beautiful and really sleek looking. Really sleek looking, and that's one thing that I love about HONA. You know, when you've got clients coming in, you want something sleek and kind of sexy looking on the shelves because you want to entice them, don't you, to try these products. And with HONA, I definitely believe that they do that. It's so easy to take them out. So this one is called Cosmopolitan. Sorry, it's not focusing. Those Barbie sort of vibes. Have it. We have got 12 beautiful colours. They're all picked out by me. I had a choice of 24 different chromes, and they had these 2 helpful images to help you select which colours you want to go for. And again, the reason why I decided to go for the 12-piece size rather than the 4-piece is because I'm thinking of storage, I'm thinking of ease, and I'm thinking, well, if there's 24 chromes that they're selling, might as well go for the 12-piece, get 2 palettes. It's saving up room. It means that all of my chromes are in one place rather than searching through lots of 4-piece palettes. Yeah, I can understand why they have given that as an option, because some people like to store it where they've got all of their blue tones in one place and all of their red tones and purples and pinks in one place. That's absolutely fine, but the beauty of this is that they have given the option to do what's easiest for you. And that's going back to the point that this is a custom chrome palette. It's your palette, nobody else's, so you can make this whatever you want it to be. Now for the fun part, let's see the palette and what these babies are going into. Look at that. Oh, you know what? I thought it'd be really, really big, but it's not. Look, you can see it against my hand side. It's just really sleek. And I tell you what, the feel of it, it's quite strong. Plastic. I'm struggling to open that in a minute. Let's see. So it obviously opens here. And there we go. Oh, wow. That is just, it's really sleek looking. Oh, I can't wait to put these in. Now, I did in the comments with my order, I was a little bit cheeky because I didn't realise that they didn't put the chromes in for you. So I wrote a little cheeky comment. It was like, oh, you know, if possible, can you like place them in rainbow order? Because that's what I like. I love having all my similar tones close together when I'm working. But you know what? I'm kind of glad that they didn't put it in, because I think this is going to be really, really fun. And with the whole magnetic thing going on, it's really satisfying. So let's see how I do. Top tip, before I've even started putting them in, I've arranged them as to how I want them in the palette, looking at the formation, and it means that I could just easily move them about. So if I'm not happy, I can move it now, rather than putting it in and then awkwardly trying to move them about. But I will see again, like when I was trying to take the product out of these, show you how easy this palette is. I absolutely love it. And I tell you what, I am glad that I did what I did and set it all out first and how I wanted it, because trying to get them in and out, it doesn't, like the magnet, it doesn't feel as strong. Now before, in the little individual chrome sort of palette pots, I could stand that up because there was like a really strong magnetic field. With this, there isn't, and maybe that's because of the strong thickness of the plastic, but they are really easy to get out. But just be aware that it is a lot looser. Now, one thing I did think was like, right, they're all there, they're beautiful. However, remembering the names of them, how am I going to do that? I don't want to write underneath, because it's going to, or could affect the magnetic sort of fix that it has, which is keeping these palettes safely in place, and I don't want to start fiddling with that. So there are two options. I could write a list, or I could take a picture of the same layout but showing all the names, and then that picture I could just keep inside, or even tag on the back, just so it's so much easier when people are deciding, because some of these names, as lovely as they are, you're not going to remember every single one. You might do, but if you have a brain like me, you might not. So that's one of my top tips. I'm going to take a screenshot of this, and then I will most likely stick it to the back, or just laminate it, being the teacher that I am. And there we have it, my own customised chrome plate, and this is just going to make my life so much easier in the salon. Now these chromes are 100% non-toxic, and believe it or not, they are waterproof because they use a special PTFE coating to ensure the flakes can be used in a water gel application. HONA also guarantee that they're not going to leak colour like other cheaper priced chrome palettes. HONA have actually taken the time to do the various tests and certify that you are buying nothing less than premium. So over time, loose chromes leak colour and the shine effect diminishes, but HONA chromes do not. And I know this because of having used them for so long now. So let's say goodbye to single chrome pots and put this stunning palette to the test and see how much of a difference it makes for me as a nail technician in practice. For a base coat, I am using HONA'S Black Art Gel to get a quick, even coverage. HONA'S art gels are thicker and stronger in pigment than their gels, and it's an excellent background for your chrome application. I absolutely love using these mini sponges for applying the chrome because I can easily switch between colours rather than worrying about cleaning my fluffy brush between them. I'm being really careful too not to press too hard because they can cause the compressed chrome to break. Now, you can save money by purchasing a cheaper palette on eBay or Shein or Shine, however you say it, and Amazon, but you risk not knowing if they have been tested for safety. Do you want to take the risk of using an unknown or untested product for your client? Probably not. Luckily, you can get 12 premium safe chromes for £54, so you know what you're getting with HONA, and that includes the 12 applicator sponges and a palette. At the moment they do have their sale on, so I managed to get this beauty for just £27, a huge saving of £23. Absolute great bargain. Now that I'm happy with my chrome application, especially with how everything's blended, considering the amount of tones on there, I'm going to seal it using a non-white top coat. I'm then taking my H Nail Luxe brush and applying a really thin line down the middle. I'm then going to apply 2 different types of chrome onto the line and just being really mindful where I am placing it using my applicator sponge. To seal the design, I am going to need to go over the top of that using a non-white top coat or even a high shine top coat. And there we have it. Oh, absolutely beautiful. That was just incredibly easy. I mean, look at that. In total, I used 6 different chromes just for that one nail, and you could see during the whole process just how tidy my workspace was. I didn't have chrome pots everywhere. Well, thank you for watching my review of this new palette, and I hope you found it helpful and informative. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing to my channel and supporting my content. Your feedback and support mean a lot to me and would be greatly appreciated. Thanks again for watching.